Okay.
Charlie will
Wait.
have some fun editing to do,
Oh gosh.
per usual. But
Oh,
hopefully, hopefully not
there's
too bad. I blame. I don't know. What can I blame? Murphy.
law.
Yep. Him, his stupid law. That's what I'm blaming.
Okay, there we go. Now I see us. Haha.
Okay.
So,
So
so
let's let's talk about a very popular game that's been around for since 2016. A game that had many people walking into places they weren't supposed to walk into, walking into traffic, because they weren't paying attention to the surroundings. They were only paying attention to the phone. That, of course, is Pokemon Go. There has been an update about Pokemon Go, and that is the unfortunate news that Pokemon Go will soon be unplayable
really?
on some of the older devices.
Oh,
Um, Basically, it'll end the support of 32-bit Android devices.
mm,
Um, let's see here. If you are one of these individuals, you're advised to save your login information and upgrade your phone
I
so that
mean,
you can continue to play. The update that will basically end your ability to play Pokemon Go will happen somewhere between March and June of 2025. Um,
honestly, at this point, if you're still like running a 32-bit Android, then probably time to upgrade.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a bit outdated, and like at some point, from a development perspective, you are limiting yourself on what you can do if you're still having to develop for a 32-bit system. Um, so yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's your choice. You want to upgrade your phone or not.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of a hard time being too cranky at that one. I mean, Apple went through this years ago, which still makes me sad because it still did deprecate one of my favorite games ever. Um, it's that Snake game where you had the heroes.
Oh, god dang it! It's the
You
one that
know,
I have on the Ouya.
yeah, that's how I found out about it. Was the Ouya. Then I found out it was in the App Store,
Yep.
and I love it. And it's like, why didn't they just like upgrade to 64-bit? Still annoys me. It was a great game,
Yeah.
but I mean that was years ago. So yeah, I get it. It yeah,
Yeah. Um. Dang it! I had another topic, but of course I closed the dang window. Um. Yeah. Gosh darn it! I forgot. Zealeus, what are you playing?
uh, played a little bit on the PS5. Was Withering Waves because it came out on PS5.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried the other gotcha games, like I've tried that. I've tried Genshin Impact. The other one, it's like ZZZ, which I don't remember actually what it stands for. They just don't really, I don't know. There's just something about them that doesn't really grab my attention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the combat. I don't know if it's the story. I don't know what it is, but none of them just ever really clicked for me. Like, I can't point at one thing and be like, this is what I don't like about the game. They just don't have a hook for me. So ultimately, I've still been playing PoE2. After that, Saw 2. It's still been the game I've been playing for the most part. That's been my main go-to game. What about you?
I outside of the game that apparently it's giving you fits, stressful fits of backpack battles.
Just think of that's half the game of PoE2. Damn it!
Um, I've been recording the Expanse, the Telltale series. I've been playing a little bit of a game called Banners of Ruin, which is a roguelike card game
Mm.
that I think I've streamed a couple times. And I really apologize, ladies and gentlemen, that I have not been streaming per my normal schedule. It has been nuts. This past Tuesday, I was all set to stream, but I had something that should have taken maybe just a couple hours, but it started at 3 on Tuesday and ran until 11 on Tuesday. So 8 hours. And so that unfortunately went right through my streaming time. And then, but yeah, I've also played a little bit of Warframe with my son, my eldest. But I have to wait on his lazy ass to actually complete some of the single player missions so that we can play in some of the more advanced areas. He's like, but Dad, I need your help. I'm like, buddy, it says right there, you have to do it solo. It is not a squad option. So, but yeah, that's basically
I think
it.
I still have an old Warframe character on my PS5 that I haven't touched in Lord knows how long at this point.
Well, I had one. I mean, I played a ton of Warframe on the Switch.
Yeah.
And then I stopped. I got like hooked on a bunch of RPGs on the Switch, and then I never came back. And then
so are you starting over, or are you keeping the same character?
No, I wasn't able to. I had to start all over on Steam because I don't remember my login information for the Switch.
Doggone it.
Yeah, because Charlie, these stupid change your password every couple of months bullshit. I can't remember any of my passwords now.
Nice.
I do want to point out. I mean, I know we did mention this earlier about the wildfires that are happening in California. For those of you who follow Critical Role, which is one of the Matt Mercer products, I believe they release it on YouTube. I think that's their main point of release. It's them playing Critical Role, of course. I think it's like Dungeons and Dragons, or I can't remember. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. There's a couple of games or like web series out there where they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, but certain series don't have the Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro Games or whoever the fuck owns them right now their permission to actually say Dungeons and Dragons. They're like, yeah, we're playing a pencil and paper RPG game where there's magic and mythical creatures, and we go into castle basements.
I wonder what this game could be.
Yeah, and there's these cells that are locked and whatnot. But Critical Role is they're putting their stuff on break, and their intention is to come back Thursday the 16th. So they're hopefully everything will settle down in a week, but Mother Nature never plays by the rules, so you never know. We will actually see what happens.
Something about me, but I still have not watched any Critical Role. I don't know.
I haven't watched any Critical Role. However, I have watched all but the last of their animated series, Vox Machina.
Nice.
That is phenomenal. Holy crap! If you have Prime, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you like Dungeons and Dragons and you have Prime, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't watched Vox Machina.
I often do myself a disservice, so it explains why I'm not watching it yet.
You bastard. You need to correct that wrong, sir.
I get that a lot.
Damn it, Zealeus.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
And also, speaking of TV series, one of the series that I've been watching that I've now fallen 3 episodes. I think we're 2 or 3 episodes behind. My kids and I are watching. If you have Disney Plus, we're watching Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Well, at least the first 3 episodes are pretty good. But I would recommend that as well. Now, I never watched Acolyte, so I don't know the hate or the betrayal that people feel about it. But yeah.
I finally watched this week on Netflix came out was Dune and Dune 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read the books and seen the David Lynch movie. But holy crap, Dune 2 is one of the most cinematographically beautiful movies I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
I mean, good story and everything, but the actual like editing and just imagery that they had going on, and of course the music, um, just had me in awe. So definitely amazing. It's one of those movies you don't want to watch while you're distracted. Like, you have kids running around or families over. It's definitely one of those movies where we're gonna watch both Dune 1 and 2. It's like sit down and be able to like watch and concentrate on it.
Mm-hmm,
Would be my
mm-hmm. recommendation. I have not watched any of the new Dunes. I've never watched the David Lynch version. I only watched the mini series that came out.
You,
oh God, I don't remember when that mini series came out.
Have you read the book?
No, I have not. The mini series came out in 2000.
Yeah, the movies are worth watching.
There you go. All right. So real quick, since we are basically, this is our first show of 2025. I do want to go through a quick, I guess, list for you of games that many people have on their radar for the year of 2025. And maybe there is a game that you're like, oh, damn, that's right, that's coming out, that I will hopefully, help you remember, or maybe not. We'll see. So you have, I think, I don't know if this list is in, what do you call it?
In order of date.
Chronological order or not, but we're just going to go with what's on this list. The first one that I actually keep forgetting to check out is a game called Hyper Light Breaker. It is a let's see here. How do I just describe this? A lot of people are basically saying it's Risk of Rain 2 meets Hades meets haunting cyberpunk infused apocalypse. So
how many things can you throw together?
Well, let's find out.
The
next one is Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Citizen Sleeper is more of a I guess it's like it's not quite a virtual novel. Well, yes, I guess it would be a virtual novel. Would be probably the best way to put it. It's a text. It's basically you read text and you make decisions, and those decisions change what happens in the game. The first one was really good. I really enjoyed it, and and it has multiple endings. The first one, I'm sure that the second one will follow suit. So, Citizen Sleeper 2, and actually, real quick, there is a release date on Hyper Light Breaker that's January 14th, so that's in 5 days. Citizen Sleeper 2 is January 31st, so end of the month. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. I have no freaking clue about this one. I don't know anything about that, so it's actually being released on my dad's birthday. Monster Hunter Wilds is February 28th. I know that there's quite a few people out there who want some of the next major evolution of the Monster Hunter series. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition coming to your Switch March 20th.
Yeah.
I believe this is actually like a remastering remake, because I think Xenoblade Chronicle X, I believe, was originally released on the Wii U.
They've had, I don't even know what Xenoblade they've had on the Switch at this point, honestly.
I don't know. The next one is Afterlove EP. It's a narrative rhythm game from the developers behind Coffee Talk and What Comes After. So it's definitely not going to be for everyone, but I'm sure there's some people out there who want to get their hands on that. My biggest issue when it comes to rhythm games is that I know I have rhythm and I know that I'm on beat, but depending on your gamepad or your keyboard and also your computer or your console, there's a lot of syncing that needs to be done so that it actually works, and it drives me nuts.
Ah, yes. Blaming the game, not the player.
Oh, Lord. The next one is
Kids these days.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33. It's a French-created RPG. You control a team attempting to thwart the evil machinations of the Paintress through incredibly involved fighting. Don't know. I believe this might be a PlayStation exclusive. FBC Firebreak. Wow, I'm like completely out of touch with like games these days. I don't know what the hell this is. It is you are infiltrating the Federal Bureau of Control. So I'm guessing it's set in the world of the game Control. And yeah, there you go. Next one, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I thought he was retired. I thought that after so many times, I think this is also a PlayStation exclusive, but Metal Gear continues to endure. A game, a series that I have beaten 2 of them, but I am not stealthy whatsoever. So the body count was much higher than it should have been through both ones.
That's, it happens.
Fretless, The Wrath of Rifson. That's got to be a rhythm music game, I'm assuming. Fascinating playing an RPG and imagining that every attack, spell, and dodge could be mapped onto sheet music. Interesting. Fretless, The Wrath of Rifson. It's a game called Sleight of Hand. It's an XCOM-inspired tactics with Dishonored-style stealth action. Wow, okay. I suck at XCOM, and Dishonored, I killed too many people, and so the city was absolutely, like, diseased by the end of the game. Yeah, this is not a game for me.
Maybe you can disease your enemies in the process.
Oh, Contra, but with ninjas.
Which means they're hard.
Yeah, exactly. Extremely way too hard. There's a game called South of Midnight. Let's see, Horizon Dawn in the Swamps, but plays with Souls-like sensibility. Oh yeah, nope, no thank you.
That sounds tough.
And I'm out on that one too because I suck at Souls.
You've tried, you've been there, done that.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Well, guys. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Hopefully this one comes out and works throughout and doesn't have that weird issue where the camera gets locked onto basically your knee, and so all you can see is the tip of your foot when you're trying to like peer down into like courtyards.
And maybe it'll actually be back to the OG Assassin game and not just action combat.
Yeah. Mafia, the old country.
I prefer the new country, but whatever.
It's basically like I feel like there has been a Mafia series out there. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but more, like Mafia centric. So there's that's coming out. Borderlands 4. Okay, now that I'm getting behind. I love me some Borderlands, so I will. And I know that they had to rush throwing that trailer out there after the train wreck of the movie, but and I still haven't seen the movie, by the way. And I could have watched it for free, and I decided that I had better things to do.
Just because of you, the game is not going to even be as good as the movie.
Damn it. Doom, The Dark Ages. So think of Doom, but set in a time with more medieval weaponry and action.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But unless it's Doom. I thought you said Doom, like the book.
No,
like,
Doom. Doom.
that could actually be cool. Doom always has
Avowed.
cool RPGs.
Avowed. Now this is one that I've heard stuff about. It is it's a first-person action RPG set in a pirate-riddled world. This one I've heard good things about. So Avowed.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but
yeah,
yeah,
I've heard
Avowed.
that. It's got a
Death
lot
Stranding 2
But-
on the beach.
So I looked at Avowed and I'm like, I'm gonna wait because it's also a $70 release.
Death Stranding 2, the beach on the beach. I really liked the first Death Stranding. I spent a lot of time delivering shit to different places, and I don't know. I kind of just got lost in that world, so I will be getting the next chapter because I need to know what happens. Because there was a cliffhanger at the end.
You just gotta use your imagination, man.
And for the Pokemon players out there, Pokemon Legends Z to A is coming out sometime this year. This game is reportedly bringing back the beloved gimmick of super-powered mega evolutions.
Sure. That's
No shit. The Outer World 2. Damn it. All right, there's another game I need to make a list. I should have been writing this shit down. All right, Outer World 2. I'm on board for that one as well. I loved Outer World 1. 2XKO. It's another spin-off of League of Legends. Let's see here. What the hell is this? This is a fighting game with League of Legends characters.
Oh, I'm not interested. I suck at fighting games. They are not my thing.
How about the fourth Fable? I'll see it when I believe it. I'm going to say that right now. If it comes out, that'd be awesome. I own the first one. I own the second one. I own the third one. The third one made me scratch my head because I felt like I don't want to control. I think that was the one where you're like controlling a city at some point. And I'm like, no, I don't want that part. I just want the third person adventure part.
You must love it all.
Unbeatable. It's an upcoming anime-inspired rhythm game. Man, there's a lot of rhythm games coming out that a lot of people are saying are on our top list.
Better get your your guitar back out.
Ghost of Yotai. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It's the follow-up to Ghost of Tsushima. It's a PlayStation 5 only sequel, so I will not be getting that one either. And that's it. That's the list. So,
well, I'm sure it'll be changing as the year goes on.
yes, as company. Well, the sad thing is there's going to be a bunch of those games that are going to come out no matter what this year, and I just hope that the publishers allow the developers to actually create something that's solid before shoving it out the door.
Well, you did miss one, but it's depending on your definition of release. Path of Exile 2 has been released in early access.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly this year, it's the real release is coming out this year.
Ah, well,
And
I'll
it's
leave.
also not
I'll
the
leave
fact.
Zealeus. Zealeus will break the news when it actually officially releases. How about that?
I mean, it's just the weird nebulous of how do you define new releases.
Right.
Is all.
If a game
Is
if a game was in beta for 2 years and it finally goes gold, is it a new release? That seems like a good topic to bring up next week.
Just ask Cyberpunk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we've reached the end of our show. For those in Southern California, please be safe, evacuate. Hopefully the fires die down. For those that are about to get some bit of snow, be safe, stay off the roads. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. Stay in your house. Hopefully you keep your power, your internet, your heat, your water, all that jazz. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus. It's been a pleasure giving everything come our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. We'll be back next Thursday for another Ultra Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. Alrighty. And I can stop the record button. And I'm going to pull this. No, god dang it. I don't want that. Stupid computer. Trying to do stuff that I don't want it to do. Anyways. That's right, Nakamoto. Keep on gaming in the free world.
Always.
No, seriously, this past Tuesday, I was ready to go. I was ready to stream. I was actually going to play the Backpack Battles game. But I am for the first time ever, I am a team captain for my men's basketball league. And because they wanted to start the season yesterday. They wanted to have the draft on Monday, but couldn't get everybody together. And then we just did a kind of a WhatsApp group chat. So we're just drafting throughout the day. And I figured, it's not gonna be bad. You know, we'll knock it out. Nope. Started at 3, ended at 11:15.
Nice.
And then, of course, I played last night. So there you go.
Keeping you busy, sir.
I survived. I did not kill myself. And my team won. So maybe I know a thing or two about drafting. Or maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it was, beginner's luck. We'll find out next week.
Nice. I approve this position.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the stream. But everyone stay safe. Have a good rest of the evening. Have